presentation before we start panel discussion for 10 minutes. So he'll be talking about something which is interesting to you, all of you. So kindly be attentive. So I have Mr. Saurav Kasara from Clarinet, and Mr. Saurav Kasera is a distinguished leader in healthcare innovation as a co-founder of Clarinet, the world's largest user-generated content platform for doctors with significant presence across the Asia and Africa. So with this, not taking too much of time from you, I request you to kindly give your talk. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone, and I am very, very thankful to API to giving me this opportunity to come and present this novel concept in front of you. So, without much ado, I would like to, take what happened in the morning. So, I was there for Dr. Sibel's presentation in the morning, and I think there was a very interesting scope over there where it was spoken about how India can become Vishwaguru in healthcare. And it was such a poignant moment for me to actually hear that, because I think for us to become Vishwaguru, I think it will be very important for us to direct our youth in the right area and mentor the youth in the right area. And that is what I'm going to talk to you all about. And I think it will be relevant to people who have a lot to give. It will be also relevant to people who actually want to learn. But before that, let me introduce myself in 2 words. So my name is Saurav Kasera, and I'm not a doctor, but I'm actually a computer scientist. I have spent almost 15 years of my life in AI. I did my postgraduate work from New York University. I worked in a company called Morgan Stanley in New York for 7 years. And then in 2015, decided to come back to India to try to make an impact into healthcare. The problem statement that I started with was, is it possible in a country like India, or maybe all the emerging nations, that any patient through his or her local doctor, can they have access to the collective wisdom of all the doctors? And this is a big question that has plagued the healthcare community for a long time, and we took our own shot. And for this to happen, there are 2 things that have to go. First of all, we need to bring the medical community together. And the second part is, after they come together, how do we capture the brain of the people together, and get them, I would say, make them accessible for everyone to be used. So it's been 7 years in this area. We have a team of around 300 people today that consists of strong scientific people. They consist of technologists. And today we have created a network of around 400,000 doctors from India specifically on this platform. There are doctors outside India, but I'm going to focus on India for this particular program. And along with that, what we have created is, again, and today the topic is AI-based, or what are the cutting edge technologies in AI that have come. What we have created is a lot of the collaborations that have happened on the platform over the past 7 years. We have been able to decentralize the knowledge to, a larger extent out here. Today, our platform sees almost a 75% active user rate. IIM Bangalore, HEC Paris, they are our impact measuring partners. And what they have found out is 89% of the doctors who use the platform, it impacts at least 100 patients of theirs every month. So that's a very deep thing that we work with. So let's get straight to the point out here. And I am very, very happy to state that, we have worked with the API leadership in the past 3 or 4 months to see how API can actually help medical students, number one, and, young medical leaders in India to start with. So, and this is again working with our experience with medical students and who have done their MBBS, who are going to do their post-graduation. I see a lot of the faces out here, and maybe they will be able to relate with some of the challenges that we have put on the slide out here. I think once you start your MBBS course, and maybe second year or third year down the line, you start getting all these questions in your mind. How will this theory reflect into practicals as I go forward? How am I going to navigate the complex healthcare situation which is around? And more than that, today, I think, and personally, because I have worked with doctors in the past 10 years, doctors lead some of the most stressful lives in their lifetime, right? Which means how to balance my professional and my work life. So these are big questions that are there in front of their, I would say, mind. And it is very critical for this to be answered by someone who has actually gone through this process. And I think that was the entire part, I think, where we thought that if we can create a link between people who have gone through this phase and people who want this, then that can be a great solution going forward. There are studies that have been done by American Medical Association that have actually, they have evidence to say that people who have mentored earlier along in their career, they are 25% more likely to publish research. That's a very, very important point. They have a better work-life balance. They have a better professional balance. They are much more happier. So the benefits of mentorship I have already counted in front of your eyes, but I think it's just much more than professional. It's professional, it's personal, and it's spiritual. So I think it's all the three together, that if you can find a good mentor in your life, then that helps a lot. So being in health tech, I get the opportunity of mentoring many young minds in this area. And one of the interesting thing is, I feel that whatever they have asked me, I have actually learned more from them than what they have learned from me. So I think not only from the mentee point of view, even from the mentor's point of view, it's a great way, to kind of keep your knowledge updated and to see what's going on out here. Now, where does technology come in this, right? So the question is, and I'm going to take a very off-hearted example, one of my cousins, he is of marriageable age, and somehow we are not able to find the right groom for the bride. And my mom used to always say, that there are a lot of brides, there are a lot of grooms, but it's very hard to match them. They are just there, right? So we have a similar problem even in mentee and mentor, right? Which means that first we need to have a platform which is easily discoverable, right? Where I, as a mentor, can say, what, I am here. This is what my level of or area of expertise is, and this is how much time I can give. Now, the time can be an hour every quarter, or it can be an hour every day. It doesn't matter how much time you give, you have to give some time. So that's first, right? How do you discover? The second part, which is important, is for mentees to have access to that place. And third is, to get matched in the right way, where technology can play a much more major role. And after that is done, how do you create that connection, which is very, very simple and very, very streamlined? And that's where technology has a very, very big role to play today. And I'm very happy to say that within, I think we have, my team has spent around 9 to 10 months in creation of this technology, which you all will have access to in the next 1 or 2 days, and you will feel really good about it. So I spoke about barriers to finding mentors out there, and that's what we are going to do. So this platform that we have created is very easy, and I'm going to tell you how to join it. But you can join as a mentor to this platform, and after you join as a mentor, you are asked to put in certain details about, what you are good at, what you can tell them, what are your area of interests. There's a listing where, depending on the mentee's profile, we show them the most relevant profiles. Before you can actually put your within your profile, you can put everything, how much time you can give. Maybe you can give an hour a month. You can tell exactly what day, what time. All of those things are based out of, is very, very simple to do. And Menti, on the other hand, can connect with you. And after connection, you can talk, and everything again is very tech based. So we use different platforms out here, but it's very, very streamlined out here. Privacy is protected because that is a very, very big issue out here. So that will be protected. Number two. Number three, after mentorship, now because this is API, this is a more American based audience, so there are a lot of students out here who seek observerships in US, and that is becoming a very big challenge for them, in case of how to discover it. So this platform also has an extension where you can post observership number. So I will just play a very short video for a minute, and then basically I can fold it up with that.
And you can share the QR code you wanted to.
Yeah.
Because the panel
Remember
is
your
waiting.
early days? The uncertainties, the doubts, the steep learning curve? Now you have the chance to make a difference. Be the guiding light for a new generation of Indian doctors. As John Wooden says, the difference between good and great is just a little help from someone who cares. Clernet and API are collaborating to introduce a mentorship model for mentors like you who can aid young doctors around the world in shaping their future. The program will have access to hundreds of top quality experienced mentors who will have the opportunity to reach out to millions of mentees globally, shaping the future of Indian healthcare. Showcase your expertise, your countless years of experience, and your learnings with these young doctors. Connect with aspiring doctors seeking your expertise and cultural understanding. Help them navigate challenges, build confidence, and excel in their careers. A couple of hours a month at your choosing is all it takes to make a difference. It's more than just mentorship. It's building a legacy. Join the RP Clernet mentor community today. Your guidance can transform a life.
So this is the QR code. I'll just show the QR code out here. Yes. Hold on. Just the QR code if...
It is for both mentor and...
No, so this is the QR code just for the mentor. For the mentee, they can just go to CLIRNET Clernet on the App Store and can download the app, and they'll be able to access all the facilities out there. Gentlemen, ladies, I thank you so much for your time, and I hope that we can create something great in India and globally out here with all you guys have. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you.